It's in the air. A lot of times you guys doubt what you see right in front of your eyes. This is a problem when it comes to money. You ever want to know why I didn't die in the recession? It's because when I saw things that didn't make sense, I just went away from them. I didn't try to find a way to say maybe I'm stupid. Even when I don't know things, I still go with my gut because I feel it. I feel like things are not making sense. So some of you cats will understand this because you'll say, oh, that's your third eye. But we all have a third eye and most of us don't choose to see with it. So right now, I'm reading another cat's Facebook feed. And he said, this shit don't make sense, man. I think we're about to have another recession because it just doesn't make sense. So I added on to him and said, hey, in LA, we got $400,000, $500,000 houses, right? In poor neighborhoods. And we got a dollar menu in the same neighborhood. You understand what I mean? So then one guy got on there who's more educated, I'm sure, probably a real estate agent, and said, until we have to wait for generations to default on these houses, then we have a recession. So I wrote back on the same thing and said, hey, you have a whole generation of people called millennials who can't find a job, who live in their mother's basement, as some people say. You understand what I mean? You got dudes who make good money, him and his girl, and they can't get a house yet. You know what I'm saying? And they might have to move out of state. You don't think this is an issue? You're watching a whole generation become a renter generation. Now, in order for the economy to move more better, people have to replace people. So when you hear about the baby boom, and they'll say, this generation that comes after them don't have enough money to support Social Security because too many of them motherfuckers up top, right? So now we have the same scenario. See, that's why I want you to look at what you see, brother, with your own damn eyes, man. We have the same scenario where we saying there's a whole generation of kids, people, millennials, whoever, who having a hard time fucking living. And you don't think something's on the horizon? So McDonald's is still selling dollar burgers and houses in LA are going for $400,000. Right? McDonald's still selling, everybody's selling some 2 for 3, 3 for 4, 4 for 5 shit on the corner you live on, homie. And it ain't just in the hood, it's everywhere, man. It's in the suburbs too, right? So in other words, people don't have enough money in their pocket for them to raise their prices back to normal. So they're keeping the prices low, selling you some bullshit, right? But at the same time, houses are going for $400,000 in LA, $500,000 in LA, $1 million in LA. And you're saying, how is that possible that McDonald's says that we only gonna sell your burger for $1, and at the same time houses for $500,000? You think people are holding on to their money, or do they even have the fucking money? If you do any little feed about Los Angeles rental prices and San Francisco and all this shit, you'll see that things are getting a little bit haywire. Even the property I own and all these things that I do, I saw it tripled and quadrupled in like 3 years. There's no real justification for that, right? It just went up. So you have to ask yourself, what do you see, young homie, going about this life right now? This is just an early thing. I always try to throw it out as early as possible. But I was looking at Homeboy's feed, and all I kept thinking was, he sees it. Now watch 10 motherfuckers come and tell him that he's wrong. Watch 20 motherfuckers appeal to his logic and tell him that but if we saw it, it would be this. But you all know it seems to be a little bit harder to find jobs, right? And the economy's fully recovered, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 18,000. All of a sudden, shit don't seem right. Motherfuckers ain't starving, but motherfuckers ain't living. So you just have to go with what you see, man. You can feel it in the air when you hear this shit, man. You can just see it. There's something wrong, man. And this is the thing, man, that saves people's lives, that make people think they're geniuses. So when I saw that, I immediately thought, I said, just to answer Homeboy, I had to go through my own thought process and say, yeah, this shit don't really make sense. I'm glad I doubled down. I'm glad I'm not, thinking that things are recovering. I'm glad I'm not optimistic because people keep saying it on TV. You understand what I mean? It's not for everybody. And if you black, you can't even be playing that fucking game, man. See, let me give you something very straightforward, man, because I always want to make a podcast about it, but I promised I wouldn't jump on middle class and educated people, so I just have to throw it in blurbs when I throw these jabs. See, the average middle class, educated black man, black woman has adopted white ways. What I mean by that is that when you watch TV, they aren't talking to you, black man, at all. Zero. They just aren't. So when you think, oh, Clinton's gonna win or Trump's gonna win, nobody's talking to your black ass. It don't matter. You don't got enough say in this world to be saying anything. But you feel like you smart, so you talk about it. So then what else do you think is smart? You think everything that white people are doing. You know, they call me a millennial. Black motherfucker, you ain't in the millennial shit either, motherfucker. You just stupid. You want to be included so much that you take your black ass with different demographics, with different unemployment rates, with different fucking mortality rates, with different birth rates, and your ass keep throwing your ass in there with the white folks. Saying we just like them, we're part of their group. No, you aren't. No, you aren't, you dumb motherfucker. Just like unemployment amongst blacks might be 8%, unemployment for the rest of the country might be 4%. They didn't include your black ass in their things, dumbass. They separated your ass out, right? Because you're a special case. And then most of the time, you motherfuckers are a special case because you're goddamn retarded to understanding and what you see, and you keep including yourself. So getting back on point, homie is up there talking about his shit and what he sees, that this shit don't make sense. But who's gonna come and shout him down? It ain't me. I'm telling him, homie, you might be right. Like, who's gonna shout him down? All the educated black people who have no fucking idea what they're talking about except some white statistics that they read. Right? And they think their black ass is part of it. Right? You aren't. You are, 11% of the population. How many black people you know are fucking doing those, volunteering to take those statistics and help them with their surveys? None. So who are they basing this off of? They're basing it off like welfare rolls and EBT cards distribution and all kind of shit, but they sure as hell didn't have your black ass nothing. Right? So all of a sudden we have these statistics and your dumb black ass believe that the white statistics are for you. Right? This is why when I always try to help you motherfuckers see this shit, this is why when you hear ESPN or the NFL and there's nothing but black people playing football running out the tunnel, you keep hearing some goddamn rock music. Right? And you're sitting there like, that ain't the music that black people would be coming out of the tunnel to. Nobody coming out the tunnel to Led Zeppelin. Right? Nobody singing them little gay ass songs them motherfuckers sing when the football season started. Right? You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But I want you to know, so your idea of who you are and what you think and what you see will be torn down by motherfuckers who don't know themselves, don't know what they're fucking talking about, and simply copy what white people say. Right? Oh yeah, things are looking up. And then you hear the other black people who I love, you know, they're my brothers, but they just stupid than a motherfucker. You know, Obama didn't really help black people. And then you over here going into that shit. Right? And nobody white helped you either, but all of a sudden these punk motherfuckers want to say Obama's supposed to. These are bitches to the game. I told you something, man. I know this is going to hurt some feelings. You know, when Suge Knight was out, I remember I put this on Facebook. When Suge Knight was out, before he went to jail, a lot of motherfuckers didn't say not one thing to him because they knew they were going to get lit the fuck up. But as soon as he went to jail, everybody jumped on him because the punks came out. So now when the white man ain't the president, all these punks are quiet. When the black man becomes president, I have a right to say something. That's why I don't respect you bitches. I just want you to know that. Every time you say something about Obama, I just think you a bitch. Straight up. That's why you shouldn't talk to me about it. Because all you're going to do is come up with, well, you know, we're citizens of the United States. When did your black ass become a citizen? When did this shit go in your favor, you retarded motherfucker? You got people on your block that starve and can't eat. People can't read. And your ass decide, oh, well, I'm going to, he should go against, we should help Israel. Who the fuck are you motherfuckers? Right? Who the fuck are, well, Obama didn't help black people and we voted for him 99%. Who the fuck are you motherfuckers? Why don't you take some of your education and your statistical and your goddamn oral skills, motherfucker, and help black people, you old dumb motherfucker? But you can't do that because you a bitch to the game. And I'm just letting you know I don't respect it. I really don't respect you. I don't respect any motherfucker who say this shit knowing that your ass ain't gonna do nothing but sit there and say some old dumb shit. Like white people. Because that's who you think you are. Right? So on point, what you see, young brother, will be shouted down by motherfuckers who have co-opted or brainwashed their belief in what they believe white people would do. Let's go look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You don't got no goddamn money in it, you bitch motherfucker. Right? Oh, okay. Let's not look at that. Let's go look at the unemployment numbers. Okay, you ain't included. They separated your punk ass out. Right? Keep saying blacks are like 19%. Right? They keep separating your punk ass out of. Well, you know, Freeman, the schools are the schools are good. Your schools where the majority of your people go are not doing good at all. Right? So who are you basing your idea of the world on, you brainwashed motherfucker? As soon as you put on your glasses in the morning and pop in your contacts and walk outside, you don't see anything for yourself. You see things for other people. You asking some white mother, what do you think? Right? What do you think about black people, white people? Now, this ain't always about white people. It just so happens that I'm born in the United States, and the reason why black people are in the United States is because of white people. You can't absolve that. You can't, make that easy. It's like one of my favorite jokes I tell to people. How can you make white people celebrate black history when black history is about overcoming their white ass? Do you understand how stupid that shit is? Right? It's like the Jewish history is talking about overcoming Germany. How are we going to get Germany to celebrate Jewish history? The whole history of the Jews at that moment is overcoming Germany. The whole history of black people, the majority of it in the United States, is overcoming their white ass. You motherfuckers are retarded. This is what I want you to understand, young homie. That you gotta be able to see what you see, identify it, and be cool with it, and walk your way in this world, homie. Before all the other motherfuckers with no concrete understanding of themselves, of who they are, what group they belong to, are gonna come out with some overall statistics on your ass and say it's not that bad because the economy's doing well. We went up 0.3%. How much of you motherfuckers have any kind of business in the economy? None. Right? So now you're saying the economy's doing well. You just a goddamn slave on the plantation. You're basically saying my master is doing well. Google's doing well. Microsoft's doing well. They don't hire your black ass. How do you include yourself in this shit so fucking much that it actually becomes intelligence coming out your goddamn mouth? You retarded, stupid motherfuckers. Right? So when you see this shit, young brother, when you walk out on the street and you have this idea that this shit seems like it ain't right, you got to go with the God in you that says this shit ain't right. Right? Because these motherfuckers that's surrounding you are intelligent idiots. Right? They cite things. Oh, Freeman, we should go into science, technology, engineering, and math because that's where the wave of the future is. How about you go into plumbing, carpentry, and all kind of other shit that is basically that any man can do, and that will help the whole race. Well, we're going to teach 100,000 black people how to code. So what? So they can code for somebody else? That's where the jobs of the future are. You see how brainwashed this shit is? Their solutions are white. Their solutions support the shit that keeps you down. Their solutions are to go and beg for a job. Their solutions are to educate themselves so that white people will think they're okay. Their solutions are to eat white food. You know what, Freeman? We should eat more kale. You know what, Freeman? We should eat more soy. Soy causes, do you know, and you can look this shit up. Do you know that soy is the reason why a lot of vegetarians have cancer? It's the number one reason that they have cancer. And your ass keeps telling people to eat fucking soy. Look it up. I didn't make that shit up. Look it up. Right? But your goddamn solutions out of your so-called educated mind is fucking detrimental to black people. So you, young brother, when you see what's going on in this world, and you walk down this street, and you start to gather information, and you don't know why you see this world this way, and you don't know why this shit don't make sense to you, you need to have confidence in that God is giving you something that these devils can't see, and the followers of the devil can never see. You need to be strong, young brother, in this game. You need to understand that these motherfuckers can't smell what's going on in the air. You know when you were a kid, and you would say, I think it's gonna rain, don't you smell it? Remember that thought you had? It's gonna rain, man. And then somebody comes, oh, that's the ozone coming down. Okay, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm telling you that my nose anticipates a change in weather. Isn't this a magical shit that our nose detects a change in weather? Right? That when you go down the street, you can see things, you're like, man, somebody about to get they ass beat. Like, you can see the elements coming together. Like, when I go into a store or something, if I'm at Walmart, if I'm at any of these places, I can see the elements coming together for somebody about to get their ass knocked out. Right? Homeboy is pissed off. Like I told you a long time ago, I was on the train in New York. And it was a brother on this thing. He was tired. He had a hard day. And you could tell, I'm gonna leave the brother alone. I sat a little bit away. But some young dudes got up, right? And they think they can just fuck with him and say some old wild shit. So homeboy trying to be calm, but he stood up and choked the fuck out of one little dude and said, I told y'all, can't y'all see that I'm tired? I'll beat you and your fucking friend. Now, see, I see those elements. I was born in the elements. When you pour, you're born in the elements. I'm taught how to see that the sun is going down and motherfuckers might light my ass up if I don't get off this street. I've been born in those elements. So I trust my third eye. I trust what I see. I trust when I feel it in the air. Y'all motherfuckers have been taught to educate yourself out of it. Give you another good example. Why in this whole black generations that we have, why no one has taught you to create businesses for yourself? Why is there this constant push for you to always go and become acceptable to others? Why is there that push? For 100 years, motherfuckers been making the same push. No one has come out and told you that, you know what? You need to, black man, when you get some money, do not build your family hoping that white people like your ass. Now, people gonna say, that's racist. It's real, motherfucker. It's real. When I go down the street at night, when I was a kid and I used to get off of work from McDonald's, Jesus got me. He don't got me on these blocks, motherfucker. Somebody gonna kill me. Right? So I had to be real with my shit. This is real talk that I'm telling you right now, black man. You building your house, your life off of somebody liking your ass. This is a bad place to be. But nobody has come down from all these motherfuckers you hear talking. None of them has said we need to switch our thinking from fucking trying to fit in to trying to get ours. We need to do for self 100%. You motherfuckers need to stop thinking about jobs. Y'all motherfuckers need to start thinking about businesses. You need to stop thinking about going to school to get a goddamn job and only go into the things that you can turn around and make a business out of. You need to stop with this goddamn dumb thinking. Freeman, you act like things haven't changed. Motherfucker, they still shooting you on the street. Who told you that things have changed? White people? Who told you that? What statistics you got, you following motherfucker? Who told you this shit? Where did you get it from? Who told you? Your granny? Did your granny say, things ain't as bad as they used to be? She old. She ain't in the streets no more. She ain't walking down the block no more. She don't live this life no more. She quit. She's sitting on a fucking front stoop. Don't be asking motherfuckers who stepped away from the game. I don't mean that against your granny. I'm telling you straight up. I'm not in Compton no more. So when you ask me about Compton, I can't give you what's really the beat of the block right now, homie. I ain't there. So when you hear me, you say, Freeman, you stepped away from the game. You out there doing some other shit, homie. And I'm gonna say, you true, you right. I'm gonna back up and stop talking about shit that I don't live. You gotta trust yourself. Because everybody coming to tell you what you see is backed by the devil. That's where they get the information from. That's where they think they're doing some big shit in. That's why they think when they read the Wall Street Journal, it got nothing to do with a black man. When they read the goddamn Robb Report, it got nothing to do with a black man. When they go on to do anything, it got nothing to do with a black man. Right? But they tell you like it's real. They tell you like this is what's really going down. This is how we should dress, right? All you motherfuckers walking around with a dress shirt with no tie and shit. All you motherfuckers wearing, it's just something that you saw from somebody else and you say, oh, now I get to dress preppy like a white boy. And you know what I'm saying? You could buzz your hair. If black people knew how to put that mousse in their hair and look like a goddamn porcupine, we would have did it by now. Understand, young brother, when you walk out and just trust yourself. I survive because I trust myself. I maneuver because I trust myself. I trust what God is showing me. I trust what I see with my eyes. I don't trust what these dumb motherfuckers with statistics that come from absolutely nothing. These bitches never walk down the street. These bitches never come out their office. These bitches don't come out their house. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to be listening to these motherfuckers. They will come. The man with the original thought, who can maneuver and get people to go in a good direction, will always be shouted down by these bitches who is, well, statistics say 9 out of 10 black people don't make it. Statistics say 4 out of 5 businesses close in their first week. Statistics say, who are they talking about? Because those statistics didn't include your black ass at all. Next time, partner.